Good morning, everyone. This is Blackforexgroup coming to you with another pre-market analysis video. This morning, we're going to be looking at the Aussie USD. But before we get started, we have to state that this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. But we all know why you're here, to find good financial Forex content that can help you improve as a trader. So with that out the way, let's go ahead and get started breaking down this pair. All right, so let's talk about the fundamentals before we talk about the technicals. All right, so as of right now, situation going on with the USD is that we are still in a state of inflation in America. So our economy is still suffering, so which means that the USD has an inherent weakness to it going into this trading week. And also, we have to look at the possibility of the USD acting as a safe haven currency if we get any type of global panic news related to the Russian-Ukraine European conflict. And that is due to the USA is the major country, major power sanctioning Russia for its aggression against Ukraine. So we have to watch out for that. And also with the Aussie is classified as a panic currency. So at any time we start to have any type of global panic related to the European crisis, it will start to drop and lose value instantly. But without any type of geopolitical news that can cause global panic, it will act as according to its fundamentals. And fundamentally, the Aussie is one of our strongest currencies going into this trading week, and the USD is one of our weaker currencies going into this trading week due to the inflation being suffered by the American economy. So please keep these things in mind when trading. You never just want to do what I call coloring book trading, which is solely trading off of shapes and how the candles form. You want to use logic with your trading. And part of using logic with your trading is understanding fundamentals and applying fundamentals with your trading. Okay? So now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and examine the chart and look at the technical analysis of it all. All right, so as we can see, we've been having a struggling uptrend for the most part. But this struggling uptrend, especially when we get to around in this area here, is not so much due to anything with the fundamentals. I mean, it does have to do with the fundamentals, but it has to do with the fundamentals more so along the line of potential global panic, like around this area here to here. This was when nobody knew how the world was going to react with the Russian-Ukrainian incident. They did not know whether the Russian-Ukrainian incident would spark a global conflict in which the NATO nations would militarily unite against Russia. But when Russia invaded Ukraine, all the major world powers and NATO said that they're just going to apply sanctions and they're not going to be pursuing no military action. So that statement alone really did calm the markets down because military action will cause global panic. Okay. So with that being said, let's look at the most relevant information that we have right now, which is here. Okay, so we can see prices in this area here, which is an area we have to pay attention to because price did drop very steadily once it got to this area here. So one thing, because of human psychology, charts tend to do what they did to do last time. Because when everybody remembers that when it was here, it dropped significantly. So we may have a sell-off to a certain extent. So we may drop from here to here before we start to bounce back up if the fundamentals hold. So what it may look like is we may have a weak pathetic drop to around this area here, range out, and then go up. Or what may start to happen, depending on just how strong the Aussie is, it may drop just a little bit and start to range out around this area here before it will go up. So if you see one or the other, just wait for that process to finish out and then place your buy as you start to see break above this area here. Okay. Now, let's say we do have a shift in our fundamentals in which we have some geopolitical news coming out of Europe related to the Russian-Ukrainian incident, in which the Aussie will start to get very weak and the USD will start to act as a safe haven currency. what we will have is a very, very strong push down, continuous strong push down. Similar to what you had right here when this is, because this right here basically was when Russia started putting troops on the Ukrainian border. That news caused the market to drop. And then when we got the invasion, that caused a sell-off also too. Okay, so if we have any changes in geopolitical news that will affect our fundamentals, we will have a steady drop. But if we don't, we will still have a drop, but it's not going to be as significant if the fundamentals change over due to geopolitical news. We're just going to have a slight retracement, range, then go up, holding the fundamentals, or we may just range out in this area here, then go up. But we're still looking like we're in for a long position heading into this rest of this trading week. But as I said, we do have to keep in mind about the geopolitical news that's going on in the world today and how it can affect the markets. So with that information, happy trading.